Hey everybody, it's Mike from Growtopia, and we are outside in the garden, and we are checking on some things that are in here and what's to come this season. Obviously, this is always a good time, fun time of year where you start looking at where you're going to start putting stuff and start coming up with different ideas and making sure you got all your tomato trellises are all good, and then the fun part is coming through and de-weeding the place. Well, I like to de-weed it basically when it's about time to start putting stuff in here. So even though with the wood chips, the weeds still came through. So it is what it is. You know, I could always go through and top dress it with more wood chips if need be. Obviously, there's a ton of leaves. I'm not doing anything with it today because I'm not putting anything out here. But probably next weekend, I'll be out here for a majority of the day going through everything and de-weeding everything. But what I have been doing for the past couple hours is building a tumbler. It is made by the same company that I get my heating mats from, called Viva Sun. It's $79 on Amazon. You have to completely put it together. It is a major pain in the ass for one person. It's a lot of screws and nuts, as you can see. You got to put all the nuts on all these screws, and holy crap, and trying to put the legs together. The instructions aren't really clear enough for that, but whatever. Now this is a 43 gallon, and in the instructions it actually shows, see, it's got little sliders. It's gonna be tough with one hand here, but it's got these little sliding windows that can slide in and out. But in the instructions there's a centerpiece that you're supposed to put. I didn't put the centerpiece in here because I want this to be a true 43 gallon versus having it divided. Because basically what happens is, originally for doing my compost, I have the compost buckets, and as you can see that they're starting to slowly get some temperature. But the problem, the pros and cons with these garbage pails is you got to stir them constantly, and if you're not stirring them, then nothing really happens. And I don't know if I can move this. Ooh, I barely can. I'm gonna have to do that with a hand truck when I'm not holding the camera. But basically what happens is you got to constantly come in here and stir all this yummy goodness. Oh, I wish you guys are here to smell that. Oh man, give me a second. Wow. So everything that you have, all your kitchen scraps and stuff, your coffee grounds with the filters, make sure there's no tags on anything, anything that you have that's done and rotten. We have like a bone. Now you could take the bones and boil them, and you could also boil the bones. You could also cook them in the oven to kind of render them down a little bit more, because it's going to take a lot longer for the bones to actually decay in there versus anything else. This wind just wants to blow everything around on me today. Come on, fuck off for like one day. So basically I'm going to start doing that now. I'm going to start filling the tumbler. I'm going to hold my breath. Basically every time you go by, you just roll it with your hand, just grab it and hit it. And it's got holes on the side, so all the yummy gooiness will come out. The garbage pails I'm going to keep for putting in the soil, putting soil in them. That's all done from these. The only problem I would say is getting the soil out of these. With the garbage pail, you just go in there with a shovel. With this, you're going to have to open the sides, the latches, and put like a container or something under it, and then dump it under, and then all the stuff falls out. First time having a tumbler. Most people have them. I figured why not. I bought 2 of them. I built one now. I need to take a break. My shoulders are killing me because I just pain in the ass. It's Sunday, and I usually try to make a light day of it. I don't try to get too nutty, because then I go back to work tomorrow and beat the shit out of myself. So try to have one day of rest at least. Attempt. But yeah, I'm going to hold my breath, put that in there, and then my thermometers that I have on there that are long enough, I'm going to stick them in here, because what it looks like is they should just clear. So if I put them here, it's going to go through that side, and I should be able to see what's going on. I'll put them by the door. This thing, I would say, I think once you get some weight in it, then it will stay, but I don't know how long this would survive in a really heavy windstorm if it's empty. So if you're putting this somewhere, like on a deck or something, unfortunately I'm on concrete here, but you could put like clamps here. You can clamp it down, like the hose conduit clamps. I can't think of what they're called. that are on electrical systems. It's a half C. I can't think of it. It probably is just a clamp. And just screw it down would be your best bet. Screwing it down into wood. If it's outside, I'd say maybe cinder blocks or something. Just because it is kind of light, and I think it will definitely move. Like for me, it's a little close to the edge over here, so I might pull it back, slide it back a little bit. I don't want it up against the garden section. When stuff starts growing, then it's going to be in my way, and so I'm trying to like clean up my backyard. But basically put everything in there except for, you know, feces. Some people put cardboard. I wouldn't. Cardboard has a lot of chemicals in it, so you want to keep that out of it. Coffee filters, if they're like organic like those ones are, you could put the coffee filters in there too. I would say keep paper and newspaper out of it, because you don't want any of the ink and chemicals getting into your food. What else do you not want to put in there? Obviously you don't want to put plastics or glass or aluminum. I know people are stupid. People think that, you know, you can use it like a garbage dump, and it's not that case. Any type of food that you have, like leftovers. Let's say you had and you got to be careful too with the oils and the fats and stuff, but the oils and the fats will attract the maggots, and it will break down the material a lot quicker, because I noticed that with the buckets. But you just got to still watch yourself with it. Let's say you had like an Italian party, and there's tons of pasta, risotto, freaking leftover, and all different shit, and instead of throwing it in the garbage, throw it in this thing. You know, either eat it or throw it in there. Anything rotten. If it's rotten, it's even better. You know, just dump it right in. Yep, I'm going to do that, and probably throw up. So I'm not going to record that. Anyway, guys, it's Mike over here at Growtopia. Like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Comment below. What do you think about the new tumbler? Like I said, I'm going to keep the buckets to put the soil in it when it's made, but literally just go by, you roll it, and I've seen some people say they put water in it once a week. They hose it in. Some people do water, some people don't. Comment below. Let me know what you guys do. It's my first use of a tumbler. All right, later. This is Mike.